You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. DIY case, you can buy these things separately for not a lot of money. But what are we going to get, and is this a very good deal? So when making this video, the Pandora box 10 has been released and there's actually no good solution. There's not like a plug and play kit you can actually get. But with the new Pandora's box we do have a lot of cool features. And EU Gaming providing basically an empty case, or at least without a main board. So what is interesting but also very important, so first of all it comes with everything that we're going to need, and this gigantic hole at the back gives us the option to implement every kind of Pandora's box out there. But what Pandora's boxes do we have? So we do have all kinds of versions, DX, DX Special, 5, 6, CX, you name it, absolutely crazy. But when you're looking at the official lineup, there are in my opinion a couple of great ones out there. For example, the DX Special is one of them, and I really love that you can upgrade with the Pandory software, so that fixes all of the issues. Or you can get yourself the latest version, the Pandora's box 10th edition, the anniversary also called. And with this particular version we even have the option to add light guns. So yeah, you can make this thing a plug and play solution with light guns. How freaking cool is that? The Pandora's box itself has been upgraded now with new specifications, and we're going to get way better performance, especially when you're looking at the software. It's still not perfect, I just want to be clear about that. It still comes with some issues, and hoping in the future it will also be fixed, because this thing is possible to update. And that is a very interesting feature. The oldest mainboard I'm having here is the Pandora's box number 5. Yep, I think it came with 960 games and you needed to have a USB dongle that contained the files. Nevertheless, this was the first version and oh boy, it was pretty damn cool. Mind freaking blowing for me, but in the end it was quite disappointing. Because when you had the Pandora's box number 6, it had the search function and so many new cool features. And yep, the timeline continues with, let's say, the Pandora's box DX. And that was absolutely like a step up, a small one, when it comes to these three typical mainboards. So one of the mainboards that made no sense was the Pandora's box EX. It was from the official lineup, or yeah, it's you know, we're not going to talk about this particular thing. It was just a freaking nightmare compared to all the other ones. The DX Special, and even had the option to upgrade it and change it with the Pandory software. But okay, so then we're having the configuration of the buttons. It's slightly different with the Pandora's box 3A game stick and also the one from EU Gaming. Because with EU Gaming we're going to get separate PCB that connects the buttons but also the ribbon cable. It's not a big of a deal because you can still just plug it in, and all of the connections with the Pandora Game 3D and all the Pandora's boxes are newer are so far I know the same. So that is what I like about these things. They are hot swappable and super easy to plug and play. Everybody can do this actually. So this is the cable that goes into the main board for the connection with the buttons and the joystick, and that's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And even the LED can be plugged into the special board that gives the thing some juice. It also goes for the speakers. Everything is hot swappable and has the same connections whatsoever. But how does it actually connect? It's super easy. You're just going to plug in the main board. Sometimes they're not going to give you any screws whatsoever, so that is a little bit of a bummer. But they are just normal computer screws with a fine thread, nothing else. You're going to be plugging it in like this, screwing 2 or 4 screws in, that's it. And it has been assembled. Plug in the cables and you're ready to go. And it doesn't even matter what kind of Pandora's box you're having in this case. If it's all family edition, it's just going to be hot swappable with this over here. So take consideration, my particular version I'm having has a tiny right at the top corner and jumper. We need to remove this, otherwise it will turn automatically on and off. But we're having a switch now. So that's it. You just plug it in like that. For the speaker, everything is going to get itself the voltage, including the LED strip. That's how easy it is. The Pandora's box 10th box anniversary version comes with a lot of cool new extra features. So first of all, I really love the menu itself. They did a huge improvement here and everything looks so much better. Pressing start will give us a special menu like with the Pandora's box 6, DX and Special, but now we have a new alphabetic order. And over here we can search very easily. So I think it's pretty damn cool. They're finally starting to listen. And here we can just very quickly go to the game list. Another thing is that when you're looking at the tiny icons at the left over here, we can even see what kind of game it is. Because pressing start again twice, it gives us the option to go into category. We even have 3 and 4 player options. So if you want to have multiple controllers, shooting, puzzle and all the other stuff that I've seen before. It also shows you at the left side very quickly. I don't find any delay in here, but the overall speed of the menu is very nicely. Search, just search for something. Also, this works very fast. Support, it's more of the same that we have seen many times before. I think Atomus Wave is one of those systems that they implemented. What I do like that we have Atari 2600 and 7800. Lynx is over here. I think Atari Lynx was not on the previous models. Can be wrong. Sometimes I'm just honest, I cannot keep up anymore with these things. But mostly of them are the same. So different kind of platforms. Also going to try out almost everything just to see. Especially when it comes to Place Portable and MAME. Because I wanted to see what we're actually going to get. Well, when we're going to get into the games itself, we do have an option where we can go back to the main menu, but we also can make a quick load, quick save. The console and the gamepad config that I'm showing you in the special menu, that's also here, so we can map the buttons if you have any problems, and we even can change out the aspect ratio to 4:3. An option that I've been asking for freaking forever. So what is kind of cool, that they implemented the save feature, so we have unlocked everything. I do have the idea that there is a small audio delay. So let's get into the gameplay and see if it's going to be having the same issues. It's still running on native resolution. Yeah, it does have a sound issue. Yeah, it's a minor delay. Yeah, it's absolutely a delay. So that is something they should fix in the next version. The speed itself is just great. And everything looks so much better in 4:3 aspect ratio. Another thing I wanted to check out is MAME. The first thing I've noticed, I need to crank up the volume almost to 100% because it's very low. And yep, there are still no shadows, but I understand of when you're using the wrong emulator. So one of those things that a lot of minor issues that they should fix. And unfortunately, they didn't. Alright, so let's get into the Tekken 6. It automatically boots up in the character selection screen, so that's pretty damn cool. I can see that it still runs on very low resolution. I can just see it because it's very pixelated.
Round one.
Yep, still having that issue that it slows down, not a big of a deal. You can see the wiggly feet because they are still not fixed the emulator issue. But the overall performance when it comes to Place Portable, it's the same that we have seen before. It's not a super demanding system anymore. But these Android boxes where they're basically running on are not powerful enough. Take consideration when you're going to get yourself a case. It's very important that you're getting yourself the right main board when it comes to the connections and also the, let's say, the possibilities for adding this. I've shown you the Pandora games 3D, but you can also like slap in Pandora's Box 10 edition in it. So when it comes to the case of AO Gaming, it's a universal case and you can just use it actually with every single Pandora's Box so far, I understand. So it's pretty damn cool, especially when it comes to the huge gap at the back. You can just assemble every single one of them. If it's having an old Pandora's Box 5 or 6, or you want to have a Pandora game 3D or a Plus edition, or the new Pandora's Box 10, it is all possible now. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of getting yourself a 2-player stick with Pandora's Box 10 and light guns. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.